Well, how the heck have you been, old pal? It has been a couple of weeks since the weekend that I was filming all those other clips. A lot has happened since then. My dearly beloved roommate officially moved out 10 days ago at this point, so I've been slowly making some changes that I was waiting to make until her stuff was out and the cats were gone. Progress has been slow going, but I am kind of forcing myself to pick it back up and pick up the pace because I would really like to have all this stuff done before our new roommate moves in. First, I'm going to walk you through all of the things that I have done that I haven't had a chance to record yet and that I did not really get videos of the process of, and then we will continue doing a couple more things. So first up, there has been some rearranging that has happened in the living room. Previously, there was a bookcase between the two windows, a chair and cat tree and such in this corner, but I have moved the bookshelf into this corner. It might not stay there. I might replace it with a record stand instead because it would probably work better in the space. This kind of looks a little awkward to me, if I'm being honest. And then probably the most exciting change that has happened is I got a new couch, and this one is a lot more comfortable. Hi, baby girl. She means everything to me. The sectional is so amazing. It's so comfortable. Me and my roommate have already napped on it together. And then I also added some shelves in this room. So I've already slightly began decorating this wall. There is a lot more that I still have to do, and I've gone through the process of sorting out some things that I want to put on the wall, and I still have to figure out what exactly is going to go on the shelves. And then a bunch of the things that were on this wall that were very specific to the three roommates who used to live here has been moved. So we have this hall, and at the end of the hall is my bedroom and Maya's bedroom, and we have lived here the whole time, and so I figured it would be kind of a nice touch to add all of the old pictures with our old roommate, to have them down here so that it's like we can still kind of honor the home that we used to have with our old roommate, but not make it weird for the new roommate. And I haven't finished putting everything up, but I just thought it was really nice to find a new home for that stuff. On that wall previously was this kind of tea towel that I'm using as a poster. So I moved it over here to cover the electrical panel. And this is one of the things I was most excited about. There is a dresser thingy at the end of this hall that I have not been able to put decorations on top of because of that dang cat. But now we have the beginnings of a very cute end table console kind of decoration type thing. Ah! I'm so excited to actually be able to display this bouquet that my boyfriend got me for my birthday last year because it's so precious to me. I think the only other thing that I have accomplished in this time is that because I'm reorganizing my room, I went through all of my clothes and did kind of a closet clean out. It's not a regular closet clean out. At the time this video is up, my video on my closet clean out will already be up, so hopefully you've seen it and you know what I'm talking about, but I picked out the things that I don't wear very often and I'm going to store them under my bed. So I still have to actually store them and I have to actually catalog everything still. But the thing that I am hoping to accomplish today is hanging the frames that I painted first thing in this entire process, because I thought I was going to put them on my wall, which did not end up happening, and then I thought maybe I'd put them in the living room, but I found a new place for them and I have a new idea. So this is the area next to the front door, as you can see. Previously, we had a baby wall here, but because 3 of the 5 babies from the wall no longer live here, I moved it to the end of the hall. Now this is basically completely empty, and so I want to take 3 of my 4 frames and hang them up here, and then because me and Maya really like to collage and our new roommate is another very artistic person, I think it would be a fun roommate bonding activity to kind of all do collaging or painting together or something, and then they can all be displayed here. I think that would be really cute. Let's hang the frames up now. Okay, they're up. They're not perfect. I personally don't care about that at this very moment. I also don't think there's any winning because the two frames on the end are a different frame than the one in the middle. The next thing I'm hoping to tackle today is finally actually putting stuff up on the wall. I don't think it'll be that difficult. I do have some of the art pieces now jankily in these dollar store frames. It doesn't look amazing. I will hang them up like this and then see if I want to keep them, but also I'm not sure I will have enough nails for the frames, so they might come out of the janky little frames. Yay, let's go. But first I might make myself another coffee, even though it's 5 p.m. Maybe I'll make it half calf, but I want a little treat. Yay! For once, I actually undershot the amount of things that I would need to decorate. I will have to look through everything again and find more things to fill in the last bits of space. For the time being, I am going to pivot to finishing the in memoriam wall at the end of the hall. There are only a couple of things I am hanging up. This is one of the other things that was on our old wall. It's a Tuesday's Child thing because all three of us were born on a Tuesday. And then we have two frames that were on our old wall. This wall represents 2 years of the little family that we had in this apartment. This is like a little piece of my heart on this wall. It's a new day, another week later, and I'm ready to finish this wall. I have been not very pleased with it for the past week since I put it up, and I think the reason that I don't like it that much is because of the janky frames. The fact that there's only 3 of them and there are so many large prints, it just makes it feel unfinished. It makes it feel like there weren't enough frames, which is the truth. So I think having no frames would be better than having some frames. So I'm going to try taking them out, and then I also have a new stack of things that I will use to try to finish the wall. I just did so much more rearranging and I got new things, and I think I'm finally ready to call it done for the moment. This is not my typical style of collage. Usually I want there to be very little wall visible. I know that my roommate wanted it to be a little more toned down. Figuring out how to do a new style of collage has been difficult for me, so I have been moving everything around so much. And I'm going to settle on this until, I guess probably until my new roommate comes in and maybe they have a better artistic eye than me and they can be like, this is your problem. So I guess if you can see what the problem is, either let me know what would make this wall look good. And don't say starting over. But another thing you may have noticed on this wall is that I have finished decorating the shelves. Don't mind all the smoke on the bunny, that's from incense. The bunny has a tortured history anyway, so it's kind of fitting. But this one has more of like a sweet vintage cutesy vibe, and then this one feels also kind of vintage but a little bit more modern in a way, maybe. Oh, wait a minute, there was something on there. I think it's really cute, and I really like the alligator driving through the city. Up on this shelf, we have them lurking. Another very cutesy vintage pink shelf. Again, that's kind of the whole vibe of the decor that I own, so it's kind of inevitable.
I went the hardest on the cutesy pink vintage vibe at the end of the hall because I didn't want to subject my new roommate to it too much in the living room. And then on my shelves in my room, this is the very nicely curated one with a bunch of nice vintage things, and it's really kind of the pride and joy of my collection. And then up here, we've got my Beanie Babies and my One Direction cups and these dog statues. So this is kind of my fun, quirky, silly little kid one. And I think both of these capture my personality very well, and they make me really happy to look at. I also added this very, very tiny collage by my bed. Redacted photo of my boyfriend, a mini collage in honor of him, to make up for the big one that I took away from my wall. Obviously, when you're taking on something as big as redecorating your entire apartment and reorganizing your entire room, there's kind of a never-ending stream of things to do. I have a bunch more things that I will probably do after I upload this, because if I take the time to do every single one on camera, it's never gonna get done because there's just so much to organize all the time. So I think really all that's left for me to be done is finishing my wall collage, which I still haven't worked on since this is the easiest and most fun thing, so I've been saving it for last to make sure that I get through everything else. So basically, I just need to finish that, and then I can show you that and do a recap of all of the things that I have finished and changed in my apartment. And here's the final look at the redecorated living room. We got a new couch. I added and decorated these shelves and redid this collage. I moved the bookshelf to this wall. Unfortunately, tomorrow we are going to be replacing it with a record stand, so I won't be able to show that in this video, but that will be gone. And we'll probably get rid of the bookshelf. And I decorated all of these shelves in the windows. And due to some behind the scenes organization, this table ended up out here. It might not stay there because it's kind of unnecessary and makes it look a little crowded, but it's there for now. I know it's not the most major transformation in here by any means, but there are a lot of small changes that mean a lot to me. So I'm really excited about what I was able to accomplish in here. And I'm especially excited that I was able to change so much while still making it feel the same. I feel like that in and of itself is an accomplishment, because I wanted to reorganize everything but make it feel like home still, and I was able to achieve that. So a big dramatic transformation wasn't what I was looking for. Because for the most part, aside from getting a new couch and getting new shelves, I wanted this home transformation to be about reusing the things that I already had in a different way, because in that way it was a very sustainable home redecoration transformation, which was what I was going for, especially because I am someone who has bought so much in the past and I don't really need to be buying more. So using the things that I already had in a new way was my way to kind of combat overconsumption and influence you to just look at the things that you already have in maybe a different way. As far as hall redecoration goes, here is a bonus thing that we added. These frames obviously still haven't had the collages done in them or other art projects. Our new roommate has not officially started living here yet, so we haven't been able to do a project night, but they're very excited about it. The tapestry that is covering the breaker. This was all here before, but here we have the shrine to our old roommate, and my favorite little spot of decoration here. And then we have my room. And here is a final look at how my room turned out. I added these storage bins and they make it feel so much more organized in here. And I changed the top of my bookshelf in my dresser to be more place for storage. And what used to be there is now on these shelves. I didn't show a before of my closet, but trust me, it looks so much better now. And now, what we've all been waiting for. This is my wall collage. I'm so proud of what I did. I love it so much. It might be a little overwhelming to some, but it's exactly what I wanted. If you're gonna claim you're a maximalist, you better walk the walk. I wanted it to go all the way up to the ceiling, just to really make sure I utilized every little thing that I could to add as much to this wall as possible. Thank you so much for following along in this redecorating, reorganizing journey. There are also a couple final product things that you can't really see because it's stuff that I put away or got rid of. Did a lot of decluttering my things. Took pictures of all the clothes that I'm on the fence about before I put them under my bed and put them on my index. I still have to log all of my other clothes onto index, so it'll probably be a while, a process before I actually start using it fully. And as I said earlier, there are always a million things that I'll want to organize and reorganize and get rid of and get new things and then change everything up. So it's always an ever-evolving process of keeping things updated to who I am and what my needs are. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed following along on this redecorating journey. It was a really long process. It took over a month total from the first day I filmed to today. It definitely didn't need to, but you know, that's me being realistic, because life gets in the way of a lot of things sometimes, and things don't always go perfectly or according to plan. And in real life, there aren't usually huge, major, massive transformations where you buy everything all over again, which, again, wasn't what I wanted. What I really wanted to focus on was how you can use the things that you have to make your space reflect who you are, and also to encourage you to use trash and other things that aren't supposed to be decorations and turn them into something beautiful, like my wall that I'm still so proud of. Let me know if you want to redecorate your room, if you have any ideas about that. If you want any tips on how to collect things to use in a collage, or just any other collaging tips, feel free to reach out because it's my passion. Thank you so much for watching. I would really appreciate if you left a like, perhaps a comment, and of course subscribe to my channel. And for all of my balls of joy, keep bouncing!